Good morning, all. Welcome back to a proper Fox's Aftermath show. None of this takeover malarkey, whatever that was the other week. I got fooled into doing that by Jack and Ross. So we're back. Pre-season started. To be honest, I think we better get going.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Good morning, all. How the devil are you? We got something special for you today. I am back. Not Jack, not Ross, not anybody else. It's me. 2 weeks off because of work. And we've got a bit of a quadruple J show today. And I'll bring them in straight away. We've got another young Jamie. Morning, Jamie. How are you?
Morning. I'm good. How are you?
How the devil? You must have been shouting a lot yesterday. Your voice sounds a bit rough.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, my voice is kind of coming back though, so all good.
Slowly but surely. And then we've got Jack as well. So another J. We've got 3 J's here. How you going, Jack? How are you?
Yeah, good. Reedy's rough and ready. Are you ready, Reedy?
And then we've got the last J. We've got Jono. So it's quadruple J's today. Morning, Jono. How the devil are you? Are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I take it you didn't manage to get down. I take it you didn't manage to get down to Burton yesterday, then, pal.
No, I watched it from home, mate.
Did you, Jamie? You were there, weren't you, pal?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, it was really good atmosphere. It's just a shame the game wasn't the best, but it's not hard to talk about that. So,
talking of being there, can anyone spot young Reedy there? Can anyone spot young Jamie? Because I can. Anyone spot him? Let me know if you can see him in that photo. Jamie, don't tell him. Don't tell anybody. Oh, Jono, did you spot him there?
No, I couldn't see his baby face.
Couldn't see his baby face. We see the bloke with the maroon shirt on. He's just to the right-hand side of him, pal. On the
I see him. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, you can't miss him now, can you? Everyone's got to know what Jamie looks full length instead of just his head shot. Right. Jack, we'll start with you. Now Hayley's gone out of the room for a minute. The team yesterday, this was the first half team. So, who impressed out of this to start off with for you, out of that team?
Ryan Burton, I thought he was composed on that yesterday. Did very well. Big man Sumer, he was very good. Very tall as well, Peter Crouch-esque. He did fantastic yesterday. Didn't really see much of Daka though. Neither Gazelle, to be honest. It was surprised that he started yesterday after all these transfer links to Italy and that, and Turkey and wherever he's going on a holiday next. But it was a quiet game yesterday. I don't think Leicester, it was all about fitness. It wasn't about the trophy. I just think they let Burton win, to be honest. I don't think they cared about it unless it's actual proper competition like the FA Cup. And they would have actually battered them.
Yeah. Jono, what do you think of Gazelle starting? Were you surprised to see that in the team, on the team sheet when it came out?
I was, but my theory is that he's a right winger. So maybe he's like, we'll build up a tactic of like, maybe if you do introduce a winger, if it does work, maybe we could buy an actual decent winger to replace him. So if he has a tactic, okay, this actually might work, then bring in Pereira from West Brom maybe as a right winger just to see. That's what my theory is.
I mean, do you think Rodgers has seen something in training that makes it, he might be the man to play there? Or do you think he's just trying to build his fitness up?
I think build his fitness enough, he's just making him ready to go. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's going to be good enough to be a part of our future plans.
Don't you think so?
No.
He's never really been, has he, Reedy? When he first came, oh, that's Mahrez replacement and that, and he's nearly as good. But he's never done anything for us, has he, really? So I'd be surprised if he stays, will you?
Yeah, I'll be shocked if he stays. When I saw him on the lineup, I just thought, okay, I know he was back, but I don't think he should have started. Obviously, if you looked at the two team lineups that we had for both halves, they were both different formations, one with one striker, one with two strikers. So obviously, the one with the one striker, we needed wingers, and that's why I think we maybe put Gazelle in the right wing and then the youngster in the left wing, just to see what formations look better for us and how it would work out for the team. And obviously, most of our first team was in the first team, the first half team. So I think, obviously, with Gazelle, I don't think he'll be our sort of player in that team really now. I think he has to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I do as well, to be honest. I don't think he'll stay. Jack, the number 17. Now, you know my pronunciations are absolutely useless. The number 17 in the first half. Go on then, pal.
Massa One Highs.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
People were saying in the bar while they were watching it yesterday that he had a half decent game. Did he? From you were at the game, so did he have a decent game?
Yeah. I thought he was very good on that left wing yesterday. He had quite a few run-ins into the box. He looked very technical and very creative the way he moved the ball and that. But I don't think we created enough yesterday in that first half, even though we had 4 better players on than we did in the second half. I just don't feel we created as much as we should have.
And the number, I'm going to call him number 17 because I'm not even going to try and pronounce it this early in the morning. What did he look like then, John? I mean, John, you watched it, didn't you? Did you see much of him? Was he more left foot, right foot? Was he cutting in and crossing with his right, or going down the byline and getting the crossing with his left?
He was just trying to get in to the ball on the left and just try and cut in or cross it, depending whatever he had in the option to cross it or to pass it. But what I did know is he's very hungry for the ball. And if he's got an opportunity to shoot, he'll shoot. Maybe if he scuffed it over the stadium or not, he still had that confidence to shoot. So I reckon he could potentially be, after a few loan moves or a few more years, he could potentially be on the left wing. I think he's definitely got that potential, I feel.
Because how old? Anybody know how old he is? Because he only looked a young guy, didn't he?
He's 17 or something.
I think, yeah, 17, 18.
And has he been here a long time? Because I never heard of him until he came up on the team sheet yesterday. Had you, John?
Googled him.
Oh, yeah.
And no, like, apparently he's like just came from the development squad. There's nothing on him at all, really.
Because we had this last year, didn't we? I think we played. Did we play Sheff Wednesday, the first pre-season game last year? And there was a lot of youngsters played that game because we didn't have the squad members. Brendan Rodgers must see something in him if he started him. So hopefully he should be there. Back onto the team sheet. Is there anybody that, I mean, like Seunku, he's only just come back from the Euros. What do you think? What was Seunku playing to his best, Reedy, or was he just what? Because you two will have to tell me. You three will have to tell me because I didn't really see the game at all. So you'll have to tell me. Was Seunku any good and for Fafana as a partnership?
I think with the first team squad, I think the whole back four, obviously because it's our main back four, I think we just didn't see any bad things about it because we knew how good they were. It's obviously when it comes to the second half, it was a different squad and we just didn't know much about them. But with the first team, I think we did play well with it. Obviously, we didn't concede, so it was a good thing. And I think Fafana out of all of them was the best player out of them all. But I think Seunku was not at his best because obviously he's only just come back, but he didn't play bad at all.
Right, let's just bring Ross in. Ross is rating. He's out of bed. Morning, Ross. How are you, pal?
Boy, I'm absolutely hanging. I'm not gonna lie. Hi.
All right, we'll get your comments out of the way pretty quickly then. Bertrand, what do you think about Bertrand then?
I don't think he played too bad, man. If I'm honest, like from what I can remember, I don't think he played too bad.
Oh God, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly, Jamie, absolutely hanging. I can't remember getting a pizza last night. It's right next to me. I'm absolutely hanging.
Did you take the loss that bad then?
Pardon?
Did you take the loss that bad then?
Nah, well, I went out last night and I thought, like a pre-match before I go out next week, proper for my birthday. And in fact, I'm not hanging that much. I'm late for work. I can't even log on. It won't let me log on.
Ross, I think what we're going to do is let you go back bed, pal.
No, I'm not going bad. I'm actually working.
You're actually working.
Meant to be. But I'm not joking. My computer actually doesn't work. So manager rang me. I'm like, oh God. She's a Leeds fan though. with God. But no, from what I watched game, I agree with what Felipe said. It was a bit boring, if I'm honest. Thomas, I think Luke Thomas was our best player. I mean, obviously Jamie and Jamie Junior and
Jack
there were his goalkeeping shirt on. It looks a bit strict. I'm not gonna lie.
Ross, I'm going to cut you out because you're waffling on a little bit, pal. So I'm gonna let you go. You're sort of waffling a little bit. You're going to get a bit of kit before you start work or try to start work, pal. And we'll speak to you again next week.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not.
Right,
I might come on anyway. Show my face, but
at least you've shown your face. But
I know Jack ringing me last night when he's had a few.
I've not had nothing, Ross. What are you on about? You were ringing me.
Ross, we'll speak to you next week, Ross. You go back and have a bit of kit. Sounds like you need a bit of kit, pal.
See you later,
pal. Oh, God almighty. Oh, God. My figures are going to go right down now. Jono, the second half. Let's get back onto football now. The second half.
Yeah.
The first 10, 15 minutes, from what I got told, was pretty good, the first 10, 15 minutes of that second half. So go on then. Talk us through the second half a bit from what you saw up in Newcastle.
I think we just controlled the first 20 minutes. We just are in the game. We just had more possession, create a lot of chances. I just think we just passed it around, really. I don't really think we just tried to go full out and tackle and try and score. I think it was just mainly exercise. But Luke, as Ross staggeringly said, Luke Thomas was I think he was phenomenal. I think like when he was on the left-hand side, in front of the Leicester fans, when he was doing that skill to cross it and almost scored or put across the end of the goal, I think it shows his potential. Like he's saying to Brendan, look, I want to start next season. I want to be starting 11 and this is what I can do. That's what he showed me and I thought it was brilliant.
What about Dewsbury Hall? How do you think he played, Reedy? Did he have a decent second half?
Obviously, with the first 10 minutes, we did play well, and I think the main reason we did play well is because of how attacking we were on it. We just pushed him as much as we could. Even I said to Jack, we seemed like we wanted it more, and I think Dewsbury Hall was one of the most forward players, and he tried to go for it, but because Burton was so defensive, we just couldn't get a ball through, and that was the main issue. Maybe if we scored a goal, you could see a bit more of it, how the players were good, but I think without scoring, it was a bit hard to say. Like we just kept kind of passing left to right, because we couldn't break them down. But I think Dewsbury Hall did look good, and he obviously made that challenge right at the end, some point in our half, to keep the ball out from one of their shots. But yeah, he looked like a decent player, and I think maybe we could use him next season.
Yeah. Just let everyone know, Ross has asked why I'm starting at 9:30. It's my normal summer hours just because of work. I have to be at work at 12 o'clock. So we start at 9:30 for the rest of the summer season. So that's why we're starting at 9:30. Going on to the rest of the team, Jack, the number 24.
So and Chitty Wong.
Yeah. How did he play? What was he like? Because it was in the under 23s last year, and it was meant to be quite good for them 23s, but it's a big step up, isn't it? From under 23s to first team. So did he shine? Is he worth a chance on the bench most weeks?
I think the only good things he did were when it were at half time when they were shooting at the goal. He scored 2 crackers. Apart from that, he's a midget. He's very small. We don't know if he's small-minded, but he's a very small man. But I thought he did well. He linked up well with Daley Campbell yesterday on that right-hand side. He'll work in that midfield well. We just couldn't get it into the area that we needed to. Obviously, Vardy was getting in the way quite a bit when they were shooting at goal. He kept hitting Vardy, and he just couldn't score yesterday. But I think Chitty Wong, he'll be a good player for Leicester in the future, just not right now.
Well, I did notice as well, Vardy was really going for it at the beginning of the second half. He
was going for it.
There was one point I managed to see that Nacho was about 5 yards away from the ball, and Vardy just came out of nowhere to win the tackle on the touchline. And I thought, well, how come Vardy's doing that in a pre-season friendly? Does he think his place is under? Surely he doesn't think his place is under threat. Surely, Jono, he can't. He's got to put the effort in the first 10 minutes of the first game.
Well, I just think everyone's saying, we're getting Daka because Vardy's on his last legs, but it's just that last game just showed he's nowhere near his last legs. I think he's got another top of the season, his best next season. I think he's still going to be a huge threat. I think defenders are still going to be scared of him. I think teams will still go, right, let's tactically stay further back and not let Vardy run behind us. I still think he's one of the major threats this season again. But I don't think he's under threat now.
Is Vardy 34 in January or 35 in January? I can't remember.
He's 34 now.
So he's
he'll be 35.
Yeah. He's still got a good 2 years in him for us easily, hasn't it? At the top level, I thought the way he's kept himself with.
He's so quick. His pace hasn't gone. His hunger hasn't gone. I think he's still as good as he was 4 years ago.
I mean, I think it is with him starting late in life in the professional football, and I think that's given him an extra couple of years at the top, isn't it? To be honest, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems young Jamie Vardy again. He used to make them tackles, didn't he, running wherever on the pitch to get them sort of balls. It reminded me of rolling back the years of Jamie Vardy many years ago when we were in the Premier League winning a title, and I used to do them sort of things. People just think he's a goal scorer, and people just don't think he works hard on the pitch. He just runs past the defender and that's it. But Jamie Vardy adds a lot more to his game than people think. He seems more hungry and determined. It's not because Daka's came, but where does Daka fit in next season? Will it be with Vards and Daka, or will it be Nacho and Daka, or will it be Nacho and Vardy? We don't know. It's just Brendan's thinking of where it will be. Probably we'll find that out in the Community Shield game against Manchester City.
I mean, I don't think it'll ever happen on a regular occurrence, but can you imagine Vardy being on the bench and Daka and Nacho starting up top if he plays to up top? And the opposition seeing Vardy on the bench and thinking, oh, God, he's got to come on with half hour to go when we're knackered. I mean, it could work, though, couldn't it? It could work. They're not going to be looking forward to that either, Jono, really, to be honest. If Vardy's on the bench, a fully fit Vardy coming on for the last half hour on tired legs, Jono, that's going to be some good stuff, isn't it?
It worked last season. We were sat back against Arsenal for all game, came on, and he just ran them ragged. And then that's what got crossed it in, and he got a fantastic header. I remember that game, and maybe he'll be a super sub. Maybe beginning of the season he'll play all the FA. He won't play in the. We've got a squad now. We can play. We don't have to play him in all these small games. We can save him for the big games. Maybe he'll become a super sub.
The one against Arsenal, John, if I remember right, he wasn't fully fit then, was he?
No, he wasn't fully fit, but he was still. He still had that speed and energy to cause havoc.
Yeah, he still came back and did the job for us. So it was Vardy. This Sawaya, he's been here for a good few years, but he's on loan. What did he look like, Reader?
To be honest, I didn't really have seen much of him. I don't know if any of the other two boys I didn't even know he was on the pitch, to be honest.
Oh, he wasn't that. Didn't you really notice him at all?
I didn't really notice him at all, in my opinion.
I don't know what he looks like, let alone what I recognise him.
It was the number 32. But like I say, I've only just noticed he was there, and he was meant to be getting quite good reviews from when he was on loan at OHL, wasn't he, Jack?
Oh,
yeah. Sawar, he did all right yesterday in that second half. He won quite a lot of the balls, made them runs forward with a Marty in that, overlapping. But he had some raving reviews when it comes to the Belgian league at OH Leuven. He was scoring plenty of goals. And now he's come back. Will Brendan Rodgers be giving him that chance? Who knows? Only the future is going to tell him what Brendan Rodgers is thinking for next season, who stays and who goes.
And what about, somebody's just asked, who's this? Lee Baker's asked about Daley Campbell.
Yeah.
What do you think to him then, Jono? Did he stand out much in that second half?
I think he did. I think he just showed a lot of desire. I think he made a lot of good challenges and made a few good runs. I wouldn't say he's good enough to start, but I reckon he's a player to keep an eye on because he did show the potential again. Like that other guy's name from Mal.
Number 17, Jono.
Number 17. I think, again, he's just promised like him, potential Leicester City future starters.
Yeah. David's just asked, the Island Fox, about Nacho's penalty. I mean, did he think he was playing in the red and green of Leicester Tigers more than the blue and white of Leicester, to be honest? Go on, Jack. You were there. Is it still travelling now, or is it landed, do you think?
Well, if Venus and that are still planets, or Pluto, then he's obviously hit it out of the park. Pluto's not a planet no more. You see why Nacho's booted it. He's knocked it out of place. But no. I was expecting him to score yesterday. That penalty, I told him to smash it. I just didn't expect it to go over. But it was like watching England yesterday with the penalties. Obviously, Luke Thomas, Chayo Chiti-Wong, Ian Atro. We're like watching England.
I don't understand why they take these stuttering run-ups. They never look like.
I don't know. It never worked.
Why don't they just run it and smack it down the middle as hard and low as they can? Not many keepers stand there. Just hit it hard and low. That's all they need to do. That's the penalty. Why try and do all this fancy little running, jumping, hop, skipping, and jump? Like one of their players did it, didn't they? I don't know which one it was, but one of their, I think it might have been the winning penalty. He did the hop, skip, and jump like Jorginho does.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you just go there and allow a pit and try and break the net, John? I don't understand it, pal. Do you?
No, I used to play football years and years ago. You just taught like you just in your head, you know where you're shooting it. When you run up, don't stutter because it gives a chance to go for the goalkeeper to know where you're shooting. You just run up and just hammer it where you want to shoot it. That's why you walk up. You think, right, that's where I'm hitting it. That's where I'm hitting it. You just boot it. If as soon as you stutter or do a little jog, and when you start running, jog and then run again, I think it just makes you overthink things and you miss it.
Yeah. Just a little bit of transfer. Now, just going off the game a little bit. Dan James, he's been mentioned quite a bit, hasn't he? What do you think? Do you think Dan James is a signing we could make as a winger? Because is he a left winger or a right winger? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Right wing.
Right wing.
We need it, and I think it might be good for us because I think he's still pretty young, and as well, he's just got pace, and we just haven't had pace on the wings really in the recent years. So obviously we got Harvey Barnes, but obviously then he got injured. So I honestly think maybe James is maybe one for us.
I think you've got a fan here, Jack. Rudy met you yesterday.
Oh, did he? Hello. Was that after the game or before?
Come on, Jack. You're an internet superstar. You should know everyone that meets you now. Make notes in your head. Who's meeting you, pal?
I met Lee Baker and somebody else
yesterday, didn't you?
And then met a few. I met one after the game. Really nice man yesterday after the game, talking Leicester and that. So yeah, going on to transfer news. Leicester then being linked with Maxwell Cornet. Maxwell Cornet, Ivory Coast international, I presume, is a right winger. Because they're on about Albrighton going to Burnley, aren't they? They're surprised that Albrighton got dropped out of the squad yesterday, not travelled at all, even though he's had all the full pre-season that all the players have had apart from Barnes.
He wasn't there, was he? No, I didn't.
No, he wasn't. Yeah. Maybe that's happening then.
Don't know about Burnley. He's on about agreeing to go there.
You. If Gazelle was going to Turkey or Italy, where is he? Why is he playing? And if Albrighton's going to Burnley, he's not. So
this is my theory. We're playing a player there just to see what the tactics are like, and then we'll buy one and put it in right wing.
Yeah.
Right. That's your theory then, is it? See how it works.
He's just a placeholder. Then when it goes, right, now I can see this working, you can go off to Italy or wherever, and we'll get a decent player in.
So it could be Dan James then. It could be Dan James that comes in then for the right winger.
I just want to see a winger come in at the moment because it's just getting to the point where every year, like, yes, we've got Harvey Barnes on the left, but we've got no one to use on the right. We just keep kind of placing somebody who's not in that position in there. We just need somebody to actually fit in.
Johnny Evans was meant. Johnny Evans hasn't been at training. Is he still injured? Is he still out? Because I haven't seen him any photos yet. Jack,
not sure.
You know?
I'm not sure. I thought Johnny Evans were on the bench yesterday, but obviously not. Reedy told me he wasn't on the bench. Neither was Barnes. Will they play next week at Queen's Park Rangers? Is he resting them for Wickham? We'll see, because there's players yesterday who didn't even play. Whether they're saving them for Akin Fen on Wednesday night, then we're going to have a right dogfight on Wednesday.
Come on, that's what I want to see. I just want to say for fun.
He's a huge lad, isn't he?
Versus Akin Fen.
Jack, how are you getting to Wickham on Wednesday night then, pal?
Going down with the missus.
And how did you get to there yesterday? Is she going into the game Is she going into the game with you on Wednesday night?
I hope so.
So what about yesterday? Did you go into the game with you yesterday?
No, she went shopping yesterday.
She went shopping, so you kicked her out and made her go shopping. You got her to drive you all the way to Burton, and you didn't invite her into the game.
No, she went with my nephew. Obviously, my nephew didn't have a ticket yesterday, so he went with the missus. So
So you got her to wait for you, in other words, then, Jack, didn't you? 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours she's waited for you, didn't she?
Wow.
Yes, come on. 2.5 hours.
You have some flowers, you do.
You owe her more than some flowers, John. I think chocolates as well. Maybe a McDonald's from Uber Eats. You never know. You better get that sorted, pal.
I will. Don't worry.
So what do you think is going to happen on Wickham then, lads? Do you think, Jono, do you think it's going to be the same kind of thing? 2 teams, or do you think that you'll see the first half team get more like an hour and then the rest of them get half an hour?
I think so. I think we'll see a lot less of these youngsters because maybe they'll give them a run out. Maybe we'll see Harvey Barnes, Johnny Evans, maybe Albrighton. If Mark O'Brien isn't in any of the players list next game, he's definitely on his way out because he wouldn't have missed 2 games in a row for pre-season. So,
but the thing is with Albrighton, though, what a way to leave. Though his last game was because we played Spurs the week after, didn't we? I was going to say his last game was winning the FA Cup. But what a memory that would be for him. His last one game was winning the FA Cup final for Leicester.
So it's like Morgan as well. That'd be a good way. That's a good game to leave on.
Yeah. It's positive news for him if he does, but it's disappointing though because I think Mark Albrighton is one of the most underrated players. But we've been saying that for ages, haven't we?
Yeah,
saying that for ages. No, I haven't. Oh, I'm not sure. Is this for you? Have you got the new shirt, Jamie, already? Yes.
Me, no, I ain't getting it.
So, Mark, you're not getting it?
He doesn't like it, do you?
I'm not a fan of the new home kit. I'm normally a fan of like the darker kits. So obviously maybe when the new away kit comes out, maybe it's a nice kit for me.
The away kit's mint choc chip green, that is.
Okay, I ain't getting that either then.
Oh, I'll get that one because I like a bit of mint choc chip. I think that's good. Mint choc chip ice cream. You can't beat it. It's fantastic. At least if you spill it down that shirt, you won't notice any difference, will you?
Exactly.
Same colour.
Just to eat ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, it's Mark. Yes, no, not yet. I haven't. It should be. It's on its way very soon. I hope. Hold on. Oh no. Oh, here's one, Neil, about Vardy. Commercially, Vardy forgot it was a friendly and thought that because he just went bonkers. Like we're saying, Vardy just went bonkers, weren't it? But it's nice to see him putting some pressure on the other players, thinking, well, this is how a 34-year-old does it. Which is good, isn't it? It shows that he's leading from the front. I think he'd be a cracking captain. Can you imagine him being captain instead of Schmeichel? I think Vardy would be absolutely brilliant. Some of them team talks would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Here, have a couple of cans of WKD. That would get him up
because during the game, the commentator said he was dancing along to the fans, singing. Was that? I swear he was dancing along and he was having a good time on the bench. Did you see him dance? I swear they said he was dancing.
We couldn't see from where we were because obviously their
the second half was
literally it was literally their row. What's the word for all the people sitting in the
away fans?
The dugout. The dugout was literally like near enough opposite us, so we just couldn't see much. We could see Brendan Rodgers standing up, but other than that, we couldn't see anyone. Really,
his attitude is really good because he was like having a good time. He was the only player from the second team in the dugout for the first half. But this is like his attitude. His attitude is, have fun on the bench, have fun with your friends, and then on the pitch, work hard and get perfect on the pitch for the team. That's what attitude you need.
I mean, there was a couple of bits. Jono's probably seen this more than you two. He looked quite when there was a couple of corners, Jono, weren't there? And he looked quite aggressive at the corners, didn't he? He was geeing up the fans. He was geeing up the players.
Yeah,
and that's just a friendly. So he's getting himself a bit psyched up for the season, isn't he, Jono? Really, I think.
Yeah, I think it was also good for Sumer and Daka and Burton to see. This is like a small crowd at a small, small pitch. Imagine this at the King Power. It'll be a massive atmosphere. I bet it's like this is what you signed up for. Like, if you work hard and you give it for the fans, they'll sing your name, they'll love it back. So I think that's what he's been doing it for.
Just before we go, because I know it wasn't the best of games. It was a little bit boring in that. But Reedy and Jack, you met one of your heroes yesterday, didn't you?
Oh,
you had photographs with your hero, Mike Dean.
Jasper Carew.
Did you have a few words with him and a few words of encouragement, or did he G you up and give you a bit of like something to make you feel happy in that, or did he just not talk to you?
No, but I just literally went up to him, could I pitch again? And then I just left. Didn't want to talk to him.
Did you bribe him?
No, he's actually a decent guy when you speak to him out of the game. He just is a bit of an idiot on the pitch, innit? So he has to make himself about him on the pitch, don't he?
Jack, what did you think to him?
Well, I told him to move aside. It's my time to shine, Jamie. You know, all the spotlight's on him. It's my turn. Get out of the way. Move.
Jack, you were photobombing a lot of the Leicester players yesterday, weren't you, pal?
That doesn't matter, does it, really? Brendan was nice to talk to yesterday, especially about the FA Cup and that. Met Colo Torre, Ryan Burton. He was great. Spoke to quite a few players yesterday. Obviously, Lloyd Dyer was there yesterday as well, if you've seen.
Yeah, I've seen the photo of that.
He was there, so seen him yesterday. So
it should have been the Lloyd Dyer Trophy, really, not the Bash Challenge Trophy, whatever it was called. It'd have been great. It'd have been great. Right then, lads. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me this morning. Sorry it hasn't been the best of shows because I didn't get to see the game yesterday, so that's why these lot have been talking more than me. Jono, we shall. Jack, have you got your show in the week? Yes.
No, I'm at Wickham on Wednesday night. So,
is Tom doing a watch along? Do you know?
Not on Wednesday, no, but it is for QPR on Saturday.
Rightio. Okay then, pal. Well, enjoy yourself at the Wickham game, Jack, and we shall see you later in the week, pal.
Bye-bye. See you, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you, everyone. That was a big one. That was, wasn't it? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, Jono, you, because it's all down in London, so you've got no chance of going, have you, really?
No chance of going QPR.
But they're all on the TV, though. YouTube. So they'll be. You can.
I might see if the Community Shield tickets are released tomorrow. I might see if I go down to the Community Shield, but I'll see.
We do spend the weekend down there. We'll just go down on the day.
I'll just get the train. It's one train from here to London.
Oh, is it direct?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then for you. That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy for me just to jump on the train and go down. All right then, pal. We shall speak to you later. Thanks for joining me, Jono. Oh, sorry. Oh,
see you later.
Sorry, pal. I cut you off a bit early then. Sorry, mate. Reedy, you're not going Wickham on Tuesday or Wednesday, are you?
No, I'm going to go to the QPR one though. But yeah,
you're going to go to the QPR one. Rightio, pal. We shall speak to you later. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're well and good. Just go back to bed now after getting up extra half hour early for me.
No, I'm staying up now. Screw it.
Cheers, pal. Thanks a lot. Right then. Cheers for everyone joining me. I hope you're all well. Perez wasn't there neither. So I wonder what happened to Perez. We never talked about that one. What top did Jack have? Jack had the goalkeeping top. YouTube. Oh, does it? I'll have to be careful what I say then. So if I say the Bash Challenge Trophy, it calls it the wrong word, does it? Right, we shall see you all later. 29,000 tickets for the Community Shield, Patrick. I think enough fans will be able to go for that. Right, so I am going to go. It's been fantastic speaking to you all. Sorry, it's been a bit of a short show and not an awful lot to talk about because the game wasn't the best yesterday. So for me, I'll be back next week. For me, it's adios, ciao, ciao, goodbye. Top of the morning to you. Come on, Leicester.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.